Hola, buenos días, soy Nico. So today, sorry, I'm trying to be very energetic because I have a splitting headache. So if you see me make a disgruntled face during this video, know that I'm doing this because I love you bitches. So today, we're going to be talking about throat and fight culture. Nico, what do you mean? Sip and paint, but at this point, I feel like the purpose has been lost in the sauce. Nico, what do you mean? Before we get started, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me at patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive videos, weekly lives, and to be a part of the podcast. That is not recording this week. We didn't record this Thursday. I'm posting this on Patreon on Thursday, but this is going up on Friday. I'm saying this because I'm catching a flight today, and I also have a splitting headache, and I still haven't packed, and my flight is in 3 hours, and I am just nah, Nico, yeah, I know it's my fault. It's not your fault, but I'm very stressed right now. Point is, today we're gonna be talking about sip and paint culture. So if you don't know what sip and paint is, let me, no pun intended, paint you the scene. You and your girls, you feeling fly, sexy, and cute, but you want to be a little artistic. You feel like you got a little fire in your heart. You want to put it on the canvas. So, you catch a flyer and you see some beautiful black men, oiled up in boy butter, tatted up from head to toe, flexing on the flyer, saying, come over. We got fresh Hennessy. We got the Thr0at. We got, what else? What else do people drink? I'm not a drinker. I'm a pothead. We got the Douce, drive the boat, and then you could come over and paint some paint. You could release your artistic flame over the human anatomy on this canvas in a welcoming room, in a room full of like-minded individuals that simply want to appreciate the human form. And you was like, oh girl, that sounds good. So, you and your girls, you book your tickets, you go to the event, everybody's sitting down, and you see no canvases. And you're like, wait a minute. You don't even see Crayola markers. And you're like, I'm a little confused. And then the music starts playing. And then you see these beautiful black men, oiled up, flexing, walking around, things is thangin', meat mallet swinging. But nobody's painting. And then you see them grinding. You see them pouring the shots. You see them pouring the liquor. You starting to feel a little loose with your morals. Girl, you feel like you finna act up in front of your friends. Who cares they see you suck a little peen, Nico? No. I'm painting the scene. So at this point, everybody's riled up. Everybody's liquored up. Y'all grinding. Y'all feeling on the dancers. Y'all like, what was that little clip? I think her name was Phaedra. From, what was it? Real Housewives, whatever the fuck. I don't be watching those shows, but she just walks around the dancers like, oh. Y'all are tasting the samples. You get a little to the head. But then the main event starts. Nico, what do you mean? After everybody's liquored up, no paint has been painted, no art has been formed, no weapon against you will prosper. They say it's a throat contest. Nico, what do you mean? They line the models up on the stage, things is thanging bricks up, and then you see two gay men come on the stage, and you're sitting here like, okay, this is a very inclusive environment. And then you see the gay men get on their knees as the announcer says, we about to have a throat contest. Throat goats to the front. And you see them both lining up in front of this one particular model. And when they say start, they both try to suckle. Nico, no. And then the one that is directly in front of the stripper sucks first, and the one to the left gets upset and begins to swing on him. Nico chokes him in front of the crowd. Everybody gasps. as the one that is suckling refuses to let go of the teat and continues to and the man lets go, throws his hands up and says, "I've been beaten. I'll have to settle for this pain," as he turns to the other model, who he begins to throat on the stage, disgruntledly. Nico, that is the scene. Scene. If you didn't know, I used to do poetry and prose. Nico, what do you mean? I used to be acting. I would give the girls a spoken word. That's what happened. And people was commenting like, I thought it was supposed to be about painting. Why are they having a throat contest? And that's the thing. I know that there's a couple variations of sip and paints. When I was blowing up on Twitter at first, niggas was hitting me up like promoters saying, "Oh, you should be a part of sip and paints." And I was just sitting here like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And you know, it's mostly because I don't like being naked in front of a lot of people. I've gone to like new things. I've gone, you know, I'm a very explorative person, but being naked in front of everybody, just like, my pee-pee. So I didn't want to be one of the models, but at the same time, to see what it's devolved into, and I mean, people were telling me in the comments, I'm not going to say it's the same for everybody. People were telling me that there are different companies that host different sip and paints. So not everything is like a glorified, if I'm being honest, not all of them are glorified like artistic, even though nobody was painting there. But a lot of them have just slowly begin to grow into that. Like you'll see people throating and grinding on the strippers more than you see them actually painting them. And I mean, obviously it's a safe environment for women and queer men because they all come together. And a lot of people were commenting, I thought these men were straight. And somebody says, no, just like a lot of gay performers, they pretend to be straight to attract women there. Or else it would just be a bunch of gay men. It was just the fact that he swung on him because he got the stripper that he wanted, and then he settled for the other one. I'm just sitting here like, if I was one of the quote-unquote models, if somebody was swinging for dick, and then they looked at me and went, "I guess you'll do," I would walk off stage. I would walk my pride would have got to me. I'd be like, oh, absolutely not. But how do you guys feel about this situation? Have you heard about sip and paints? Do you feel like it's lost the meaning now that nobody even actually paints? They go there to throat dancers and drink with their friends. Do you feel like they should rebrand as just a more open, sex-positive function rather than using an artistic guise to draw people in? Because I know if I showed up and y'all didn't even have some Crayolas for me to draw, and you just had a bunch of Hennessy, Douce, and Hypnotic, and some things stanging, I would be upset. But that's because I'm an artistic bitch, you know? If I want to see some peen, I log on to Twitter. Because the concept of coming together to have an artistic function to normalize the human body and anatomy is perfectly fine. I actually enjoy that concept and idea. You can even be erect. I don't mind if the sexual tension is building and everybody's like, ooh, this is so sensual. You know, play some classic R&B. You know, play some Maxwell, play some you know what I mean. Just set the mood. Like, it could be a very nice function. But coming together for throat contests, swinging on each other to see who can throat which stripper, I don't get it. I don't get it because it completely lost the premise of what a quote-unquote sip and paint is supposed to be. Maybe I didn't understand. Has it always been you get together and have a bisexual free-for-all? If not, if I'm incorrect, please correct me in the comments, but I thought the purpose was to come together to do art. To do some painting, sit and paint. Not throat and fight. Like, Nico, you're always laughing. I can't take this shit seriously. It's like, I want better for my people. But yes, definitely drop your opinions down below because I know the gay for pay dude that I was covering a week or two ago, I have no concept of time. King Stennis, I know that he runs a sip and paint function thing. So I know that there are different divisions. So every sip and paint is not from the same person. So don't go in thinking that. Just when you try to go to a sip and paint, do your research to see what's actually going down up in there, because the video of the throat contest and them fighting over some peen, it took me out. It took me out because that's my thing. If I'm already liquored up enough to suck YouTube guidelines, if I'm already lit enough to slob on some peen in front of a room full of men and women, I would not be in the mind frame to also swing on somebody because I want that particular peen. Girl, if you couldn't get the dancer first, you didn't get the dancer first. I don't understand why you swinging. But yeah, definitely drop your opinions down below on the entire concept of sip and paint. About embracing and celebrating human anatomy, about coming together and being sexually liberated, or about how it's basically turned into a free-for-all. Definitely drop your opinions down below. Did you see the video? I can't insert the video for obvious reasons, but it was all over the timeline like a week ago before I took my break. So I just wanted to cover it because I thought it was hilarious. But yes. Boop.
And once again, a quick thank you to all my patrons on Patreon, and a quick shout out to my Thr0at tier patrons. Your support means everything to me and helps me do this a lot more smoothly. I will also be listing this week's live stream topic in case anybody wants to join in on the fun. I will see you guys there.